I cannot thank the universe enough for giving me the opportunity to get my driver's license and get a car. Hey guys, Melinda here. Today I am going to be talking about the 2020 film Spree. Let me tell you that this was a very intense movie and I have some thoughts and I am very unprepared today. I don't have any notes, so this might be all over the place and very random, but just bear with me. I feel like I have some good points, so we are just gonna jump right into it. For those of you who haven't seen any of my other movie or TV reviews, I like to review it in a way that gives no spoilers, so that way anybody can click onto this video, get an idea if they want to go watch it, and for them to leave their thoughts down in the comments down below. So we will just jump right into this, get started, and holy cow is what I can say. So Spree, what this movie is about is this guy, Kurt, is a Spree driver. So our version of Lyft and Uber, it's called Spree in this universe. So he is a Spree driver. He gets paid to drive people from place to place. In this movie, he is obsessed with social media and being viral and being famous. He's very wound up in the social media world and platform to the point where he wants to make an impact by going on a killing spree and he documents it. He documents the process and the preparation and the actual events, and it's just insane to me. First of all, I want to say that this film hits me on a deeper level because there was a time of my life when I didn't have a car just yet, and so I was busing everywhere. If I was tired and I didn't want to spend an hour or two on the bus, I would take a Lyft or an Uber to wherever I'm going. Let me tell you, there was one time that I had a very inappropriate and creepy driver to the point where I was living in a gated apartment complex and I told him to drop me off outside of my gate because I couldn't remember my gate code, which obviously was a lie, but he just made me so uncomfortable that I did not want him to drive into my apartment complex and know what building I live in. It terrified me beyond belief. So because that has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to tons of other people out in the world, this movie and this story hit me on a deeper level because this happens and it's scary. It's so scary to think that you could be getting in a car with a serial killer who plans on murdering you that day. First of all, I want to say that the way that this movie is filmed, shot, and portrayed, I thought was very well done. Obviously, it's done from like GoPro cameras and handheld cameras, phone cameras. They are making it seem like kind of like a documentary style, that it's just pure raw footage from Kurt videotaping all of these events. And I thought just the way that it was put together was very well done. There were moments that I really desperately wanted to see what, like you would see action happening far away, and I so desperately wanted to just be right there in the action, just getting raw emotions and acting and all of that. Like I just wanted to be right there with the character, but I had to remember that, oh wait, this is supposed to be filming this way, and that is what makes it so much more intense and really got me on edge the entire time watching this movie. Can I say that there are surprisingly big names in this film? Like I was kind of shocked. So first of all, we have Joe Keery, who is Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. Come on, man. I love Joe Keery. We also have John DeLuca, who is one of the passengers. We have David Arquette, who plays Kurt's dad. And then there's a couple other ones that like I've seen, but like aren't really too familiar with their work. So there were some big names that I at least recognized. Of course, Joe Keery and David Arquette are the biggest ones, but then also to get some more people that I at least recognize, I thought was amazing. I just wanted to say, I feel a little sympathetic for Kurt at the very beginning because we get snippets of like his previous videos. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know what the platform is in this universe. I don't remember. But he's basically uploading YouTube videos, just random videos that he wants to do. And like he documents preparing for this day, and he's calling it the hashtag the lesson. He wants people to follow so they could see him murdering everybody essentially. He's that desperate for attention. He makes a video, and you see it in the trailer, of him injecting water bottles with something poisonous. I can't quite tell what it is, but like you know that if somebody drinks that water, they're gonna die. And he's like Googling stuff, and it blows my mind that, first of all, why are the authorities not already involved in this? Because you know, people are watching us and spying on us and looking at our Google searches and everything like that. Nothing is private anymore in this world. There's always a way to look at what we're doing. I guess in the movie universe, I was thinking, how has nobody contacted him or done anything previous, you know? I don't know, that just seemed odd to me, seemed unrealistic. I wasn't a big fan of that. Something that I did want to note is that the ride shares that he does in the day, in the morning, that he ends up killing, they all turn out to be like kind of jerks and, pardon my French, assholes. All of the people that he pick up and give rides to turn out to be big assholes. So like you are kind of rooting for him to kill him at this point. And so I just... I'm so annoyed. They're so loud. Are you done? So everybody that he picks up and just happens to fall in line with his killing spree this day are all assholes. I wasn't a big fan of that because I kind of almost wish we would get a variety of people, you know? Like maybe we could get a really nice person that did nothing wrong and then of course then you like hate Kurt's character. I don't know. I guess I'm conflicted. From a writer's perspective, it makes sense to make all of the passengers assholes because then you are rooting for Kurt to kill them, but at the same time he's doing something very illegal. It makes me... So it makes me want somebody really nice to like break that up. I don't know, I'm very conflicted when it comes to that. Let me think what else. That like just really threw me off. I'm really annoyed right now. Going back to, you know, how we're always being watched and listened to, I was also kind of shocked because it's like he is starting the killing spree, right? He's recording it, he's live streaming it. I'm sure his phone is picking up everything. I guess I'm kind of almost shocked how nobody was able to see his live stream and stop him. Versus letting him go the entire day. I don't know. I guess I don't get it. If that was the case, why don't we catch more killers in the world? I don't know. There must be some science behind it, but again, it just didn't make sense to me. It didn't feel realistic. So that was just something that I didn't like about the film. Overall, I did like the film. It was very entertaining. It was hard to look away from. It really pulled at a nerve within me, and it was so intense and bone-chilling and just outright crazy, chaotic. Just all of those words define this film. And I remember seeing this last year. It came out during quarantine, but at that time you could only buy it for like $20. I don't want to buy something if I'm not gonna like it, you know? So I waited. It's now streaming for free on Hulu if you guys want to go check it out. In fact, I recommend that you go check it out because there are some lessons to be learned from this film. Well, first of all, don't go around killing people. That's just insane and not good. But there are some other big lessons to be learned from this, and that's, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but we get introduced to a character who's a comedian, and she does a show, and she makes a really prominent and big deal about social media consuming our lives, that we are constantly after views and follows and are desperate for it. And you know, that is something to be said because, you know, I watch these videos of these YouTubers. I just personally find them entertaining, but I could see the desperation in their faces that they're trying to make good content that people will click on and will give views. Obviously, I'm not for that. I'm not into the social media game because of that. I'm in it for a growing and a stepping stone for myself. It really makes you take a step back and think, wow, you know, I kind of do get consumed within social media and my face is in my phone all the time, and it makes a really good point on that. So that is an absolute positive for this film, and would recommend you guys go watch it just for that lesson. And then I guess another lesson would be just to be kind to people. Kurt seems like he could be a really nice and fun-loving guy, but he gets so consumed within the social media game and wanting to be viral and famous that he is willing to go to illegal actions in order to do it. If people were just nicer to Kurt, especially because he used to babysit a guy that is an influencer in the movie, and so if his acquaintance was just a little bit nicer to him and gave him more pointers, like maybe this wouldn't have happened. So that is definitely another lesson to take from this movie, is that just be nice to people. Oh my goodness, I need notes next time because I feel like I have more to say, but I'm just completely blanking right now. So yeah, I guess I will go ahead and I'll wrap this video up just because I cannot think of anything else, and I really wanted to film this today, so I'm very unprepared. I apologize for that, but I do absolutely recommend that you guys go watch this film. Fair warning, it is graphic, it's very brutal, there is some language involved in it. I would say not for children, obviously. Very adult content, nothing sexual, but just very bloody and brutal, things like that. So keep that in mind while watching it. But yes, overall, again, I thought it was a really good film. I do recommend everybody to go watch. That's it for this movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up. It would absolutely mean the world to me. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. And if you want to go further into details, I'm sure by the time this video is up, I will have gathered my thoughts a little bit better. So we can absolutely have a discussion down in the comments down below. Let me know your questions, thoughts, comments, anything like that. All right, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Live life, always laugh, and enjoy the journey. Bye. For those of you who haven't seen any of my other movie or TV